Marion City Schools presents Community Connections. I'm here with Superintendent Gary Barber. You've been talking a great deal lately about the district's mission, vision, and what you are calling the 4 pillars. Tell us how they all fit together.
Well, thank you. I believe we've established a clear mission and vision within our city schools. Our mission is to inspire a community of achievement, and our vision is to provide an innovative and rigorous instructional model to ensure each student's academic and personal development. To establish a safe, respectful, caring environment that promotes student learning, to establish processes to communicate and collaborate effectively with all of our stakeholders, and finally, to manage and prioritize our human and financial resources effectively to meet our district goals. Our strategy to realize our mission and vision is based off 4 pillars that we've established to be the heart of our work. Our 4 pillars are establishing each and every one of our buildings as Leader in Me schools, implementing literacy collaborative with fidelity across our districts, grades K through 8, developing next-generation learning environments that personalize learning, make learning flexible, and allow our students to show and demonstrate mastery in communication, collaboration, and critical thinking. Our last pillar is what we're going to spend the most time discussing today, is our pathway to a Diploma Plus. This is being engineered to ensure that each of our students leaves us with a Diploma Plus acceptance. That acceptance can be to a 2 or 4-year college, acceptance to an adult education program or apprenticeship, acceptance to one of Ohio's high-demand jobs, or acceptance to the military.
How committed are we to these pillars?
Well, I've never forgotten a story about the famed explorer Hernando Cortez. He and his army landed on the shores of Veracruz, Mexico in 1519. He wanted his army to conquer the land for Spain. He was faced with an uphill battle, an aggressive enemy, brutal disease, and scarce resources. As they marched inland to do battle, Cortez ordered one of his lieutenants to go back to the beach with one single instruction. That instruction is to burn the boats. We have the same commitment with our 4 pillars. We're not changing our direction. We're not wavering from the challenges. We're staying the course with these research-based strategies to ensure success for our students and our community. We are burning the boats at Marion City Schools.
Tell us about the pillars.
I'm going to explain briefly the first pillar, Leader in Me, and then Amy Wood will talk specifically about literacy collaborative and next generation learning, and then finally Steve Fuji will talk and give us relevant information regarding our journey to becoming a Diploma Plus district. Leadership skills and potential is important across the board in an ever-increasingly team-oriented work environment. To address this need, Marion City Schools is implementing Franklin Covey's Leader in Me program, which has been adopted by more than 2,000 schools in 35 countries. This reform effort is based on the 7 habits of highly effective people and has been founded on the premise that each one of us has leadership potential and inner greatness. It's not an isolated program, but it's designed to infuse leadership development and the habits throughout the entire curriculum, grades K through 12. At the elementary level, we have Benjamin Harrison in year 4, Garfield, Hayes, and McKinley beginning their first year of implementation. Our other elementary schools are currently doing a book study or in the planning phases and will begin their work next year. Benjamin Harrison is currently pursuing Lighthouse status, which is a national award given to schools that have reached a level of excellence in implementing the habits. Currently, no schools in Ohio have earned Lighthouse status, and it's our hope and intention that Benjamin Harrison will become the first. We have strong community partnerships with our Leader in Me, with Nucor Steel, the YMCA, and Marion United Way. Nucor and the YMCA have partnered with us in a Community Connectors grant that helps provide trained mentors from our community to help establish and create Leader in Me language throughout our schools and throughout our community. United Way has supported our high school with several leadership opportunities embedded in the habits.
What's happening at our secondary level?
Grant is spending 20 minutes of instruction time with the habits each day, and they're reporting that 85% of their staff have done something with their room environment to align with Leader in Me. At Harding, our student council has taken the lead in many leadership projects and activities. They have planned leadership retreat, a Leader in Me book study, and Leader in Me principles have been implemented in our Frosh Fest. And our United Day of Service is another example of our students taking ownership in leadership activities that benefit our community. Industry leaders in all fields call for the need for soft skills in the workplace. These skills include the ability to communicate orally and in writing, to be able to work together in teams, to interact appropriately with supervisors, peers, and customers, and to solve problems, and to take responsibility for their job duties. The leader in me is our vehicle to be able to accomplish this within our district.
Thank you for all that information, and we'll be back with you after these messages.
The Marion City Digital Academy is a Marion City Schools-sponsored, tuition-free, online accredited community school for students in grades K through 12 living within the Marion City Schools District.
We offer a home-based online learning environment with the benefit of one-on-one teacher support and individualized instruction. Our flexible learning schedules provide opportunities for students to work at their own pace. Computer and internet service is provided.
The Marion City Digital Academy is open 5 days a week and is staffed by certified teachers.
We are located at 360 Pennsylvania Avenue next to George Washington Elementary. Call us at 740-223-3882.
Marion City Schools, inspiring a community of achievement.
We're back at Community Connections, and I'm joined with Director of Educational Programs, Miss Amy Wood. And can you tell me a little bit more about pillars number 2 and 3?
Sure. So at Marion City Schools, we're also building a sound academic foundation for our students by responding to our student needs in reading and math. The ability to read, write, and use language effectively from the early grades onward is the foundation of success in school and later in college and career. Our district is using a framework developed by Literacy Collaborative at The Ohio State University to ensure that all students gain these skills. The framework includes many opportunities for reading and writing across the entire curriculum. Instruction is provided in large group, small group, and individualized settings to respond to students' different learning styles. To ensure the program's success, our teachers are properly trained and guided. Literacy coaches are trained at Ohio State and have been placed in each school. These literacy coaches oversee the program and provide job-embedded training and resources to classroom teachers to ensure that the program is properly implemented. Both literacy coaches and classroom teachers receive ongoing professional development, and our success with this literacy initiative is tracked through ongoing monitoring of student success, with adjustments being made as necessary. Math is equally important and is a subject that is a significant challenge for many of our students. At Marion City, we are implementing the Next Generation Learning Environment model to ensure that students are learning mathematical concepts and are able to apply them, particularly those students who would otherwise be underserved and left behind. This model emphasizes personalized, engaging, and interactive teaching adapted to the student's learning pace and style. Goals are clearly defined for each student based on individual needs, and learning progressions are created that provide each student with the appropriate level of challenge and support. The Next Generation Learning Environment model goes beyond the use of computers in the classroom. It represents the beginning of true integration of technology into instructional practice, where students are not only using technology, but have access to a variety of tools that match the task at hand and provide them with the opportunity to build a deeper understanding of the content. Strengthening our students' underpinnings in literacy and mathematics, while simultaneously building student leadership skills, as Mr. Barber addressed, provide our students with the keystone on which to build their futures through Diploma Plus. Mr. Fuji will share more detail about that initiative.
Well, thank you for all that about those 2 pillars, and we will be back with you after these messages.
You know, I love the club. It's the reason I'm here. It's taught me so many lessons, and I can talk about it in a positive way and an honest way for the rest of my life. You know, in a community or in a town, your role models are the people that you deal with, that are in your face, that you talk to, that you can ask questions to, not necessarily some basketball player or actor on screen. Boys and girls clubs, great futures start here.
Welcome back. We're joined with Director of College and Career Success, Mr. Steve Fuji. Can you tell me a little bit about the 4th pillar?
Thank you, Mrs. Coleman-Shore. As Mr. Barber shared earlier in the program, we are in fact burning the boats. This is where we believe the work needs to be, and this is the work that we're going to do. Cortez and his men were in search of gold, silver, and jewels, and guess what? They found it. They brought back riches to Spain. We are burning those boats, and we are ourselves hoping to find riches. As you've heard from Mr. Barber and Ms. Wood, Marion City Schools is taking a complete kindergarten through 12th grade effort to reimagine how to do our work better. Leader in Me, Literacy Collaborative, and Next Generation Learning Environments should build a solid foundation to a brighter future in our city schools. These programs fulfill one of the most fundamental obligations of any society, which is to prepare all young people with a solid foundation of literacy, numeracy, and thinking skills for reasonable citizenship, career development, and lifelong learning. We know today that within the world of 21st century jobs, there are profoundly troubling signs that our graduates, all graduates across the country, are falling behind in the skills necessary for continued economic success. Also, within the economy, there is further evidence of a skills gap in which many adults lack the hard and soft skills necessary to fulfill critical roles in our job market. One piece of evidence to underscore this point is that today the percentage of teens and young adults who have jobs is at the lowest level since prior to World War II. The job market is more demanding than ever. The Partnership for 21st Century Skills, whose members include CEOs at Apple, Microsoft, Cisco, and Pearson, share that the focus on college alone falls short in the thinking necessary to improve the American economy. For these reasons, and for so many more, Marion City Schools is focusing on the foundation laid by the focus outlined by Mr. Barber and Mrs. Wood in Literacy Collaborative, Next Generation Learning Environments, and the Leader in Me to excel our students into a high school model of a diploma plus acceptance. This is to say that we're focused on a diploma plus acceptance into one of four areas: acceptance into a 2 or 4 year college, acceptance into adult education or apprenticeships, acceptance into the United States military, or acceptance into high-paying, high-demand jobs in our city and in the region. The Diploma Plus Acceptance Initiative is part of our core mission, which we believe to inspire staff and students to achieve.
At Marion City Schools, we strive to inspire a community of achievement. Achievement can be defined as something done successfully by means of effort, courage, or skill. At Harding High School, effort is taking place to prepare students for college and career success and to equip them with the courage and skills they need to achieve their goals. So what does college and career success look like at Harding High School? Specialized programs to help ensure that every student graduates with a diploma plus acceptance to adult education or apprenticeship, the armed forces, well-paying high-demand jobs, or a 2 to 4 year college or university. Programs such as health tech, early childhood education, exercise science, global logistics, and more are already shaping Harding High School students into college and career-ready individuals that are developing some of the most imperative life and learning skills.
They make the activities that go along with the content standards for early learning, so they have to do like a math, language arts, fine motor, gross motor, and they're working one-on-one with the students in the classroom, but they're also cooperating with that teacher. They've gotten to see what teaching entails, doing the lesson planning and stuff like that, so they're ready to take the college courses.
I've always wanted to be a nurse, so getting into this program has prepared me for what I'm going to have to do going through college and clinicals and stuff like that. I feel like I'll be farther ahead when I go to college because I already have experience under my belt. It's very helpful because you get to be more hands-on and involved in your program. You learn how to pursue in your career.
This program is not only just athletic training, but it covers everything from physical therapy to occupational therapy, exercise physiology, which are all 4-year programs when they get out of school. A lot of the soft skills that employers and colleges are going to look for, we will work on those in this classroom. They're learning college material here in high school.
It's a lot of business type thinking in this course, and it's all project based, so they are able to justify what they're doing.
I honestly do enjoy it a lot because it's a lot more hands-on and it's longer than just a regular class, and you actually have to interact with other people more than just the textbook.
I wish they had this my freshman year so I could actually finish the whole class. The stuff you're going to learn in this class, you're actually going to learn in life.
Harding High School students want to continue to shine after high school. They have goals, they have dreams, and they're learning how to achieve those goals, how to use their resources, and how to continue to grow into the leaders of our future. Students love their programs, and more programs are being added based on high-demand jobs in Marion and surrounding areas, allowing students to give back to their community and allowing our students to inspire a community of achievement.
And as you heard, achievement is accomplished through effort, courage, and skills. When we talk about effort at Marion City Schools, you'll hear terms like a design team, community partners, executives in companies, networking lunches. When we talk about courage, you'll hear terms like site review, colleges, having to do things differently, thinking outside of the box. And when we talk courage, we talk about Gear Up. And when we talk about skill, you'll hear us discuss things like certifications, JROTC, robotics, phlebotomy, anatomy, physiology, and lean thinking. Since we embarked on this journey, we received community feedback, investigation from partners, sites visits, partnership selection. Simultaneously, our district has worked hard on advanced career technical education grants. We were able to incorporate a global logistics program. Our teacher is meeting with partners. We've brought health tech, early childhood education, global logistics, and exercise science under the same roof with robotics, business, and art and music. Counselors have been working diligently to build student schedules to help kids decide about what they might want to do beyond graduation. Simultaneously, a site review was done at Harding High School and Grant Middle School, which was shared with leadership teams and various portions of the staff. We've been working with the Ohio Department of Education to determine relevant job opportunities. We've increased the dual enrollment between Harding High School and the Ohio State University of Marion and Marion Technical College. They've been sending students from an honors English class to Harding High School to assist and to tutor. Marion Technical College has been spending time envisioning a new future. We've been comparing courses and building a model for potential early college. Gear Up and Mrs. Kelly Garrett and her team have endeavored to collect data on Project 2020 and Project 2021. They've been working with students in 7th and 8th grade to identify student strengths, student weaknesses, and we have spent time cross-referencing that data to build paradigms of success. We've identified career tech education certifications from the Ohio Department of Education and distributed those to various high school teachers. Our Director of Academic Achievement has been meeting with and budgeting for programs here at Marion City Schools. Our Operations Director has been working tirelessly to make the vision of robotics and robotics from 5th grade to 12th grade come to life. We've planned above the clouds and engaged in meaningful and substantive dialogue with the Army and the Navy to investigate the potential of bringing a JROTC battalion to Marion City Schools. We've engaged in dialogue with Cardinal Health to understand the basic tenets of lean processes so that they might be a co-signature on credentials that our students might receive. We are working to bring anatomy, phlebotomy, physiology to our health tech program in an effort to continue to increase the rigor available to all students. We've engaged with chief operating officers from Whirlpool and CSX to visit global logistics and present to our students. Students have gone out now to Marion Intermodal, to Nucor Steel, and to Whirlpool in order to engage and learn more about logistics in the world around us. We've brought these national partners to the table in an effort to strengthen the fabric of logistics. Our enrollment numbers are up today from the same time last year at Harding High School. Perhaps the most exciting portion of our work completed since we undertook this initiative is that our design team has met. This is a transformative opportunity where we've engaged with 20 business partners and 20 staff members from 6th grade through 12th grade with the city officials in order to design what schools can and should look like moving forward. The design team recently met and is working diligently to come up with a profile of a graduate. Our design team is the organization specifically established to intentionally and systematically provide guidance in the restructuring of our educational system. The design team is commissioned to provide a Marion Schools solution when we burn the boats. This team provides an expanded role for employers in an effort to construct a more effective network of opportunities to build pathways to prosperity. In short, great things are happening at Harding High School and in Marion City Schools. In conclusion, the Diploma Plus acceptance is fair to all concerned, It will, if done correctly, build partnerships and better friendships with our business partners. A Diploma Plus acceptance will be beneficial to Marion City Schools, the City of Marion, and our region, as well as our graduates and the economy. Thank you very much for this time to share our vision today.
Well, thank you for all the information, Mr. Fuji. And thank you for watching this edition of Community Connections, and we'll see you next time.